Hey, hey y'all. Who's awake? I need to keep my voice down in case somebody's still asleep, right? I need to keep my voice down because people are asleep. Hey, how y'all doing? Who's awake? Hey, Jenna Harris. Hey, happy to be happy. Hey, Anjanetta Porter. How are you? Good early morning. Thank you for being number 2. Happy to be happy. Thank you for being number 4, Jenna Harris. And Janetta, please hit the like button. Everybody who's here, I know it's late. I know it's late. I know y'all gonna talk about me. Okay? And I accept that. But it is late, but y'all please hit the like button. Put your like number in the chat. Cause I'm up, because y'all know I be up anyway. And I'm up with no eyelashes on, girl. Y'all, I'm so bald in the face. I ain't got nobody lashes on. I look crazy. I ain't got no lashes. I don't care though, cause I've been working, and we need to talk about this mess going on. This my silver diamond. Hey, boo, I love me some silver diamond. I miss you. Okay. Yes, that late night, early morning. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, wait. Anjanetta number 7. Hey now. Oh my days, that's my girl. She hit at the same time as Jenna Harris. Okay, Anjanetta 7. Silver Diamond is number 3. Okay, everybody, y'all hit the like button. Oh, you were 7. You thought she was 4, but you and Anjanetta hit it at the same time. Okay, cool. So look, let me tell y'all what we up here gossiping about. Queen, what you doing out the bed? Thank you for being like number 5. Hey, Shani. Thank you for being number 8. You on vacation in the Dominican Republic and you still up here gossiping with us? Girl, this don't make no sense. Look, anybody who's here, hit the like button, put your like number in the chat, and we finna gossip. Hey, Latanya Hudson, how you doing? So look, y'all know me and my infamous notebook. Hmm. And let me tell you something else. Oh, Debbie Parnell here too. Hey, girl, thank you for being like number 10. All right. You don't be sleeping either? Girl, never do I sleep. I'm always up. You know what? A lot of mornings, by the time I get like drowsy at all, is usually when the sun is like starting to come up. You was 10 and not 9. Okay, that's what's up. I appreciate that, Shani. I love you for that. Hey, DM, what you doing out of bed? Why you got the feeling Ashley and Giselle gonna get fired next season? Now, where you getting this from? Ashley, I could kind of see because that man is not gonna let her put him on camera. I could see her, but I don't know if they gonna mess with Giselle because she the one that be doing the dirt for him. Y'all, one of my motion lights just came on. It is 2:51 in the morning. Ain't no reason for none of my motion sensors to be tripped. A silver diamond say, I hope so. Listen, y'all, maybe it's an animal or something out there, but I ain't got to show y'all what Nitra got, but Nitra got that thing. So I hope ain't nobody got no bright ideas because y'all know Nitra keep that thing. Let me make sure that thing is handy. Where that thing is? That thing right there. That thing. Hey, Angie girl. How you doing? Thank you for being number 14. I'm not kidding y'all. My motion light for the side of my house, because where I'm sitting, like I'm in front of the front door. The side door, like I can see the window that like leads to the side door over there. And I'm like, why my motion light came on? I could see through through the window. What my motion light? Child, please. Hmm. Queen, That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I got to say about it. I would hate to have to get the acting up and let these people know that there's a Florida girl in your area. I would hate to have to let them know. I would hate to have to let them know. Make sure the safety's off. Hallelujah. Okay. I would hate to have to do that. I really would. Shannon said it might be an animal. Mine went off last night before, and I left it, and I left last night before I left, and it was a big old possum back there. Oh, okay. Well, I cook possums. Possum better behave itself. Hey, Jenna. Yes, baby. TT, keep it on her at all times. Praise the Lord. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And I keep it handy, baby. Because I'm sitting here like, I know ain't no motion sensor lights coming on around here. What's going on over here? Mm-hmm. Yes, with the extended clip. Uh-huh. That's right. That's right. Now, DM Ross, what you say? Say, did I see that Andy broadcast? Yeah, I was talking about it the other night. We was talking about that the other night. That he was on Kelly Clarkson with Candiace and Wendy talking about he admired them because they're so intelligent. You think that's what you hate about them. That's why y'all tried to work with, you know, old grubby Giselle in production, thinking y'all could get rid of them ladies. I think more than anything, they were hoping they could turn the crowd against them, and it ain't work. Okay. Queen will say I'm the same way when my Ring camera notifies me. Okay, eyes wide open. My eyes might be a little ugly tonight without the lashes, but they see real good. They not real cute, but they see real good. Mm-hmm. Listen, and Janetta, are we first cousins, girl? Because I think we are. You sure we ain't some kin? We might be. Yeah, you're right. Because you try to come in here, you're gonna be carried out. Mm-hmm. Don't start nothing, won't be none. Because one thing about it, honey, Nitra love the kids. I don't want to send nobody home in no bags and boxes, but please don't come in this house without permission. That ain't what we want you to do. We don't want that for your life. Mm-mm, we don't. Not at all. So listen, I was minding my business. Y'all know I be working a lot of times. If I'm not working on a piece that I'm just starting, a lot of times I'll double back to pieces that I have walked away from. Because y'all know I design, I'm a tailor, I'm a seamstress. I construct my own clothing. Like I don't have to design and send my designs to nobody. I'm that girl. Okay. So sometimes, if I'm working on something like it's got a lot of beating, a lot of detail work, sometimes I will walk away from it so I don't go crazy and start on another piece, or I'll go back to a piece that's not as involved. Like I'll take a break and then go back to it later. Sometimes you need to like rest your brain and then go back to something. So I did a lot of that. And today I was kind of, just catching up on a lot of that detail work, a lot of the bead work, a lot of the detail stuff, right? And so I took a break, y'all, because my eyes was tired, real tired. I think that's what prompted me to go ahead and rip them lashes off because I said I need to rest. Like my eyes were tired. You know how sometimes your eyes get so tired they be burning. My eyes was burning, y'all. Y'all like this video? Share this video. I know it's the middle of the night, but still share it because we don't know who else awake and they might want to gossip too. But I got to tell y'all what I had seen. So I took a break because my eyes was burning, staring at them little bitty stitches. Mm-hmm. And while my eyes was burning, because I was staring at all them little bitty stitches, tell me why. I look online, I see Risa Tisa's Legion up in here. Apparently, this man done did a whole interior review. I didn't know it. I found out because Couture Bay inboxed me something from the neighborhood talk. So I went over there. I said, let's see what this is. We're gonna look at what they had over there. Okay? Because he did an interview and I had messaged her back. I said, baby, who platform is this? And so she didn't see it right away. I went and looked for it. I found it. It's a channel called Simply Wavy. Baby, when I tell you, she didn't lie on that man. She did not lie on that man. She did not lie on that man. She got her ways. And I'm willing to admit, all us got ways. Everybody got ways about them. She got some ways about him. But she ain't lie on that man. Baby, let me tell you, the amount of lies that man told, back to back to back. And he didn't even take a breath. Let me pull up the Instagram because I don't really want to go to that young man's page, the Simply Wavy. I would prefer y'all go to his page if you want to sit through that. If you need a good laugh, the comment section over there is lit. Them ladies in the comment section is tearing that man out the frame. Baby, if you don't want to look at the video, go to the comment section. Them ladies got timestamps on some of the biggest lies he told. It was hilarious. Let me pull up Instagram real quick. Y'all, this mess is funny. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hold on. Mm, mm, hold on, y'all. I'm up here looking to see if anything else is going on. Oh, wait. Is it more than one? I just want to make sure I'm not going to miss nothing. It is more than one. Child, look, so we're going to watch them both. This is the middle of the night. Ain't nobody up but us. And I ain't studying nobody with that. It's us in here, and this is what we finna do. Okay, so y'all like this video, share this video. Don't forget your engagement button on the bottom right-hand side. Make sure that y'all hit it, the little circle with the emojis. Send bubbles up. Let the people know we in here, okay? Let YouTube know we in here, because you know how they treat us around here. So let's just get it. Let's go. Y'all got to see this mess. Let's watch. Turn your sound up, y'all. Well, not too loud if everybody else in the house is asleep. So this was the first thing that was sent to me and that I saw. This one. With him lying about this forklift.
Forklift driver, that's what, somebody was mentioning.
The charity work that I used to do, I got a forklift license because the charity work I used to do, they load the trucks and they send them to disaster areas. They feed the homeless. So I learned to drive a forklift doing that kind of work. And then I got a license to do it. I even got a license to train other people to do it, but that was charity work. That's me doing charity work, me feeding homeless, me helping people out. And I just wanted to do something. My mom was that kind of person, and for me, it just made me feel good. It wasn't about recognition; it just something made me feel good.
You talking about the picture? You talking about a picture?
Yeah, I'll be. It was a warehouse because they pack up food to give to disaster areas. So yeah, you got to put a hairnet. And that particular picture where I had it on my face, we were just playing around that day.
Because I did see something where somebody was mentioning they worked with you as a forklift driver, and that you said, hey, I don't even have to be here. I have enough money to where I don't need to work, but I'm just doing this to just have something to do.
A lot of people, Teresa, got roped in on this story.
You ever like a forklift?
So wait a minute, y'all. I'm gonna turn the sound off. I want y'all to look at this man's body language, okay? This is important. Just look at this mess. First of all, this man, yes, your husband sleep now. You got your headphones, good. So y'all see how quick he done lied. And now he was doing forklift. He got a forklift license because he was doing charity. I want y'all to watch this man's body language. Yes, a big fat face on lie. What in the stealing the plot of Forrest Gump? I cut the grass for free. Yes. Not only that, this man got titties and all sorts of meat. Just watch his eyes, how he keep going like this and rocking back and forth and doing this. I'm like, is somebody chasing you? Y'all watch this. Just watch. You ain't gonna believe it. Just look. I turned the sound off so y'all don't have to hear the lie no more. But just look. Watch him. Look at him. He blinking. Look at him. He looking up in the air, doing all that, batting his eyes, looking off to the side. Then he look at the camera and look off to the side again. I watched this mess, y'all. He did this for, I think almost 2 hours. looking off to the side, waving his arms around and looking up in the air and looking off to the side. Y'all think it's some spirits telling him them lies to repeat, and he just repeating them? Is that what this is? Something wrong with this man. He ain't normal. He's not normal. Oh, listen. Okay, so that's one. Y'all, listen. You would think that would be all. That is not all. No, it is not. So part of me want to just play the thing, but I'm not, because number one is as long as I don't know what, and number two, I don't like to play with people's channels like that, because I would never do that to nobody. I pray would nobody do it to me, even though it has been done to me. Hey, Josie, how you doing, boo? Child, DS ain't here. I think DS in bed because we up in the middle of the night. Jenna say thank you for muting because he lies so much. But hold on. This one we got to hear the sound because I need y'all to hear the lie. And then we're going to get into the rest of the mess that went on. Because y'all, this was crazy.
So was the BMW ever talked about? Did you ever promise her like a better car or a more expensive car?
I told her all the features that she were talking about. I said, you will fit better in a BMW. But I said the challenge about putting you in a BMW is, and trying to teach her something is, you got to work for it. I'm not going to just give you an $80,000 car because I'm your husband and you deserve it. I understand that part, but you got to learn the value.
He said, I'm not just going to give you. You wasn't able to give her. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry.
Of a buck. We just can't go out here all the time. You got to understand the value.
He looking up in the sky again.
Of something, and then you don't want to work for it. So help me help you. Because right now at this point, I'm taking care of all these bills here. I'm taking care of. Help me help you. How do we do that? How do we come together and bring these finances together? Now, the only part of that story that she told that was true, did I hide money from her? Yeah, I did. I absolutely did.
So was the BMW ever talked about? Did you ever promise her like a better car?
So you see how these lies just, Lord, they roll off his tongue. They rolling off his tongue like his diabetes medicine. He just rolling it off. He rolling it off, y'all. He rolling it off. So listen. Yeah, he wanted to teach us some stuff, all right. Them lies. You say, I sent you a little something for the late night. Oh, I ain't even see it, sis. Wait, it ain't even come. I ain't even get no notification. They don't be telling me. That's why I don't be saying nothing sometimes when y'all do stuff. I don't even know. Thank you, sis. Let me send. Oh, I can't send a heart. Because you sent the card. Oh, thank you. That's my sis. She sent the flower. Thank you. I love those little pictures. You don't even understand what that does to me. They are so cute. They are so cute for no reason. So look, I like it, sunt girl. You talking like a real country girl, show enough. Listen, rolling on the river, all them lies. Tracy Lashley, you up? No, now. I ain't know Tracy was up. Hey, girl. Thank you so much for being number 19. So look, let me tell y'all something. Now, y'all tell me. If y'all want to, I don't want to go through the whole thing. We could do audio because looking at this man is a lot for me. I will do audio if y'all want to do audio. It's late night. Ain't nobody here but us. This man lied so bad, y'all. I had to take notes on the amount of lies this Negro told. I will tell y'all this definitively. I've never seen a man that can lie like this. I thought I had seen it all. When she was describing him lying, like, it wasn't that I didn't believe her. I just was like, okay, men be lying. Like, girl, you had to see through this. And I do believe she saw through it. But I can also see where she would have been like, ain't no way he just lying about everything. Not the way this man talk. Oh, he just talk. Okay, let's do audio with stops. Because I don't want to look at him. He really disturbs me. He looked like he a little sour, like he a little frowsy. Yes, delusion and being crazy. This man ain't normal, y'all. He ain't normal. I say, it's late night. I got a minute. We finna talk about him. We're gonna talk about his tail now. We'll talk about everybody else tomorrow. We're gonna talk about that RHOP sneak peek tonight too. Okay. But yeah, let's get this in here audio going. Hold on. I just ain't never seen nobody lie like this. And I done seen some stuff. Y'all realize I worked in prisons and I ain't seen nobody just lie like this. This is crazy. And he couldn't even keep them straight, y'all. He couldn't keep them straight. Not to save his life. Excuse the typo. Crazy hat day at daycare today, and I'll probably knock back out soon, but I'll be back to comment, and share. Oh, thank you, sis. Hey, Angel Gamer, what you doing up? Oh, that's right. You're in the UK. You're having breakfast. Well, good morning, honey. Good morning. So let's get into this thing, child, because this is a lot.
Views and opinions expressed in this video do not reflect. I didn't want to quarantine by myself, so he moved in. I knew it wasn't true, and then I honestly wasn't going to respond. Nobody said anything to me. Only when I got family members getting harassed.
Thank you, Angel Gamer.
You know, my godmom at work and people coming up to her, and then my niece couldn't go to school because of it. Got another niece that had to move out of Atlanta. She came.
Child, he said he had a niece that had to move all the way out of Atlanta. And his godmama was getting harassed. Who knows your godmama?
About the gentleman with the same name. His house.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we got plenty of family across the pond, honey. You forgot DT is all the way in New Zealand. All the way. Josie in here, last I checked, I think Josie's in Germany. We got folks everywhere, honey. Royal family is everywhere. We got our tentacles far and wide. So y'all got to hear this meetup story. Child, he done dropped off the internet dating and everything. Hey, Lady T. How you doing, girl? Thank you for being number 21. So look, I'm going to just have to hold on. Because y'all, the amount of lies this man told. It is entertaining, but it's scary. Because he really, y'all saw his body language. So I just don't want to put y'all through that for y'all to see just how nasty he looked up there wobbling and waddling around in that chair. That chair looked like it stank at this point. I believe that chair got an odor. So I'm going to have to be stopping as we go. I think you're in the right. I believe you're right. Don't quote me because I've never been to New Zealand, but I sure want to go. Mm-hmm.
Nice lady, honestly, very funny. And people coming up to her, and then my niece couldn't go to school because of it. Got another niece that had to move out of Atlanta. She came back home, her mom, because of all this. So for me, when I heard about it, I was going to ignore it. Still ignore it because it didn't bother me. But then I heard the unfortunate story about the gentleman with the same name, his house being vandalized, and then people harassing him, and then another gentleman with the same name. I think that I'm not mistaken. I think somebody wrote they took a shot at him.
This Negro said, "Woo! If y'all don't get me off this planet," that man said 2 people with his same name. One of them house got vandalized, and the other one, somebody took a shot at him. Y'all, why is this man saying people taking shots at people because they think it's him? Ain't nobody trying to with what, an elephant gun? They was gonna harpoon you? Like, what the hell were they? So he's claiming that's why he came and showed himself, and brandished himself and displayed himself. Is because other people with his name was getting their house vandalized, and the other one, somebody took a shot at him. Y'all, this man is funny. Hold on, listen to some more.
So for that reason, I said, all right, let me come put a stop to some of this. Some of the people I went to school with, good friends of mine, got getting harassed, and I got friends of mine.
I got friends of mine and people I went to school with. Who is your friends? Who are these marvelous friends? Why would anybody be harassing your friends? Who knows your friends? Nobody. Let's go. He ain't through. Y'all, listen. As crazy as this sound, y'all, this Negro was just getting tuned up. The way I laughed, I had to take a break, though. I ain't gonna tell you no tale. I had to take a break, go get me something to eat, get me something to drink, because this was a lot of foolishness. Hold on.
Harassed. I got my brother, he had to make a statement for his job.
His brother had to make a statement for his job. Boy. Hold on.
And even I had to go to workplace and make a statement. And
don't nobody know where you work. Talking about even I had to go to my workplace and make a statement. Oh, why did you go show your face and tell everybody it was you? Oh, child.
Find out what was going on and then get legally covered before I jump on camera, start talking loose like some people doing. A lot of things had to come in place with me to jump on here. And then the funny part in between that, I see ex-girlfriends that I ain't talked to in forever, ex-wife that and it's crazy because I'm like, what?
When he told me this, I was in the kitchen laughing.
Allegedly, your ex-wife came out and did a 50-part series on TikTok about what transpired in y'all's relationship and all the horror stories and all these things that she felt like she needed to come out and say. First things first, I just wanted to ask, explain the conditions and how you guys met, about the studio apartment.
Wait till y'all hear this. Wait till you I want to tell y'all what he gonna say, but wait, y'all got to hear this. Hold on.
Money situation in the job.
I met her. I was doing a work thing. And after work, everybody wanted to get together to eat. I mean, we had like one of the most stressful weeks at my job that we could possibly have. So we all was like Cheesecake Factory. You in Atlanta, you know anything about Atlanta? Everybody go to Cheesecake Factory. Me, it's my favorite restaurant.
Who is everybody?
You're gonna get fat, but it's a good place to eat. We all went there.
That Negro said, if you keep going, you're gonna get fat, baby. That ship has sailed. The ship has sailed. But let's go.
To eat, honestly. I was there. She was there with two of her roommates. We met. She seemed honestly like a really nice girl.
I want y'all to listen good to this. Two of her roommates. Y'all heard that, right? I want y'all to also know the roommates apparently ran away. Baby, they flew the coop because we never hear about these roommates. No more the rest of his story. We done heard about him in her house, him out of her house. We done heard about him saying that random phantom people have come to her house. But these magical roommates that he told you he met her with, two of them, we heard about them no more. Wait.
Nice lady, honestly. Very funny.
Every time he say honestly, I scream.
We exchanged numbers and we decided to meet back there a week later. The next week, I actually could not meet her back there because, again, I had work. Then the week after that, she called me up. We was like, Cheesecake Factory, cool. So I was on my way to meet her there. She called me on the phone, said that she had a problem with her tire. Asked her what was going on. She said she had a piece of metal in it or something. She put some air in it and was on the way and was going to meet me. Then she called me like 20 minutes later and said she couldn't do it. She couldn't meet me because of the tire and she needed help.
I heard a boom and I lost control of my car. Did not crash, but my tire blew out. I said, I got to get this fixed. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm a damsel in distress kind of thing.
She didn't have roadside assistance or anything like that. So I was like, all right, cool. And I was just going to go and be done with it. But something in me said, hey, don't leave a woman on the side of the road. Like, my dad was real big on, you can help. So I was like, all right, cool. Tell me where you at. Send me your location. Boom, she sent me location. Long story short, I went, helped her get her tire fixed. Went to a tire place, guy I know and love. He fixed the tire. Really didn't charge me much of anything. I paid for the tire. And we ended up going to dinner after that. We talked, hit it off. And we ended up spending almost 24 hours together just talking. Really.
24 hours together with this Negro lying. Now, y'all, I don't want to say who lying about how they met, but I'm going to tell you who I believe. Hey, God's anointed daughter, how you doing? Good to see you, sis. Good morning. But I'm going to tell you I believe Risa, because she was way too detailed about the Facebook Messenger dating, the Facebook, whatever thing she said. And the other dating thing, I don't know what none of them called, but it was one of them. Some of y'all knew what it was. But she met him on that dating site. He met her because they had no work thing at a cheesecake factory, and he met her there with no 2 roommates that she didn't even have. This Negro done flipped the whole story. Now we get the truth on the tie. Somebody made him a deal on a used tie and ain't hardly charge him nothing. So her silly tail done thought that she done hit the jackpot because he bought a tie. When the children said the bar was in hell, they didn't lie. I'm going to skip past some of this because he kind of getting on my nerves. He taking too long to get these lies out. They entertaining, but he just took too long to spit them out. He's no Risa Tisa. Risa can tell a story.
She interests me because she is like highly intelligent. Teresa, not stupid by any means. So that's how I got started, honestly.
Y'all don't understand how to do the way I want to crawl off this chair. He said she not stupid by any means. Baby, she fell for you. She believed that you had plenty of money in an offshore account and was a football player and was going to buy her a $700,000 house. You a goddamn lie. He said she's stupid by a long shot. Sir, I beg to differ. Baby, she's as stupid as a horse trotting backwards. Now, she may have some book smarts, but he said she ain't stupid. Ooh, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to holler. But it was just too much. I said, I'm not going to bake it. I'm telling y'all, this Negro could do stand-up comedy. Yes, Queena. He said she ain't stupid. He said she not stupid. Y'all heard it. I didn't make that up. He said that. Let's let him cook. Y'all say let him cook. Let him cook.
She was very open, and I was very open about what was going on with me, which was nothing but work way too much. At that time, I was working way too much. As anybody, you're just trying to make money. Back then, my motivation was I just want to make as much money as possible. I had nothing to tie me into anything other than just, get some money.
We both had established we were dating for marriage. It was a good vibe. We sat in his car and he played this song for me by John Legend. John Legend was talking about, I think I met my wife tonight. And I thought it was a sign. So I was like, oh my God.
That was how I got started. After a couple of weeks of talking on the phone, dating, again, she grew on me as any relationship. You like somebody. She came to the studio apartment a couple times. I had been to her house a couple of times.
Listen, the lies coming.
Now, friends of mine I work with, we talked about her and they advised me, hey, this Atlanta, be careful because you're making this money, you're doing your thing.
You're making this money.
End up just in a situation where you end up paying for stuff and doing stuff. I was raised where, man, you try to take care of your woman the best you can do. I mean, I'm a car guy. I love cars. So for me,
he's a car guy with a Ford Taurus who goes around test driving cars he can't buy. Okay.
If she had a problem with her car, I help her. And over the coming weeks, she had a lot of problems with the Nissan Rogue she was driving, so I help out. I wasn't gonna have her. I even drove her car to work a couple of days just to get some stuff fixed on it, because I know guys that work on cars and I know a lot. So just to get that situation in a better position. Then, you know, the relationship grew. And then the pandemic hit.
But everything was going great. The issue was,
wait till y'all hear the
where
lie
we
after
going to
this.
quarantine.
Wait
When he
till
came
y'all
to
hear
my
this one.
house, I had a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhome. He was in his studio. I was like, he kept telling me, like, this is temporary because I'm looking for a house. Like, he showed me the email from a woman who worked at the company. She was putting him in contact with a realtor to help him find a townhome or a single family house.
So the apartment is just the apartment I lived in during the week during work. I lived other side of Atlanta, so for me going to the house, this was 5 minutes versus driving an hour and 10 minutes with traffic.
This Negro said he had a house on the other side of Atlanta, and he was only living in the studio apartment during the week. He was going home. Y'all, he was going home to his house. On the weekend is what this man said. He had a whole house, but he was staying in a scuzzy studio during the week. Just keep listening. This thing get better.
A house.
So you already had a house? Yeah. So that wasn't mentioned in the story. I don't know if you know that, but
yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, she said that all you had was the studio apartment. So you had a house and a studio apartment.
Yep, stayed in a studio apartment through the week because traffic in Atlanta is horrible, and trying to get home and get back and wearing out. I'm wearing myself out in the afternoon getting off work, and I'm in the car for 2 hours. We're in a studio apartment, 15 minutes. She lived in Riverdale. I actually lived in Douglasville, but the job was in what is that?
Well, you tell us.
Like Duluth area. So,
child, this man said he had a whole house in Douglasville, and he don't know why Risa didn't mention that house. Probably because that house didn't exist. Legion, the house did not. It didn't exist. This man said, y'all, he had a whole house. He done added a whole house to this story that did not exist, and he was only staying in the studio only because of traffic in Atlanta. I ain't never heard of nobody getting an apartment because of traffic. I ain't never heard of it. He ain't either. Let's keep going. Y'all, please hit the like button. Okay, so tell me this. It ain't nobody here but us chickens this time of night. Okay? We ain't got that many people. Who got like number 28? Who got number 28? Before we keep laughing at this big clown, this huge clown who looks like Grimace in a baseball cap. Before we go back to that, hey, Monica Jones, good morning. Child, you know that house don't exist. Who got like number 28? Ain't nobody trying to win today. Ain't nobody trying to win today. Okay. Only one agent say, what in the world are y'all doing up this late / early? I'm doing homework. What y'all doing? Child, listening to Legion lie. This boy can lie. Only one Adrian. Listen, he's got a gift. And I don't know how he can monetize it to help himself. Maybe he could look into law school or being a politician. The boy's got a gift. I'm just gonna tell you. He's got a gift. I don't know too many people who can lie like that. This man done gave himself a whole house and everything. He's talented. He's truly talented. Let me just tell you that. Okay. Wait till you hear this. Just wait. Just keep listening.
If you don't look on the map, Duluth and Douglasville is far, and Clayton County, Riverdale is
Y'all
farther.
like this video, please thumbs up. Help me out.
It was easier for me to get this studio apartment, be there during the week, because I would be at work sometimes at 8 o'clock, and then having to drive home, get up, make that drive, this studio apartment. And a couple people that work with me, we all did the same thing. We all rented out of this building because...
Oh, now all of them was renting out this building. It's like the more he tell a lie, I guess when it get good to him, he adds something else to it. Josie, you forgot to hit it. You number 17. Okay. Oh, you forgot to tell me which one you were. Okay. All right. Well, who's like number 35? Okay, it's 28 after. By 30 after, I'm trying to see who's like number 35. I'm trying to see who want to win. Who want to win? That's all I want to know.
It was easier for a lot of us.
I did not realize inviting him to my home probably made his eyes go, oh shit, she's a keeper. She got this 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhouse, and I'm in like a little studio. Yeah, let me go ahead and pursue this. What I need to do to quarantine here.
Because I heard in the story where she said that we quarantined together during the pandemic. And I need to clear that up because during the pandemic, like we're Zooming and we FaceTime. I got her into using Apple products, iPhone, and we FaceTime. During the pandemic, she worked from home. I still had to get up and go to work. And because people at my job were coming down with COVID left and right, I didn't think it was a good idea for us to physically see each other because COVID in Atlanta was horrible. The city was shut down. I'm not an essential worker, so our job had.
So y'all, now he done said he wasn't even at the girl house. He wasn't even at her house. He had a studio apartment and he had a whole house way out in Douglasville, an hour away. And he was not at her house. And he coming up with this long story that I'm not finna listen to about why he wasn't there.
For us to be able to be out in the morning. Didn't spend any time in that house with her because I didn't want to get her sick if I got sick.
So y'all weren't quarantined together then?
No.
I didn't want to quarantine by myself. So he moved in. We talked about the bills. Let me clear something up that I said in the other video where I said he paid all the bills. He paid all the household bills. He did not pay my car payment, my cell phone, or my car insurance. He paid the rent because my rent at the time was less than $1,000. When he's telling me that he's a regional manager, I was like, wow, okay, so you got money.
So when you first met her, do you feel like it started off about money?
No, absolutely not.
I was gonna say because like when you were talking about the job and everything like that, it was just casual conversation. It wasn't like, hey, look, I got all these big things coming up and this is what my situation is now, but this is what it's going to be. You don't think that like none of that played into y'all's relationship at first?
No, I mean, I told her in the beginning my job was demanding at times, and it was. And then I did charity work on top of it. And it was something.
Him and his charity work, Jesus. I can't.
My grandfather used to do it, and he got me into it.
Lord, y'all, listen, I'm going to tell you up front, I can't listen to all of this again because it's a lot. But I will tell you, if y'all go over to Simply Wavy, he seems like a very nice young man. He got the whole thing up and he planned it. This man, every time he tell a lie, like you could tell when he think he in the zone with his lies, he started mentioning his grandparents and the dead parents and my home, the way we grew up and all this stuff. Now he done threw the charity on top of it, and his granddaddy got him in the charity. How? When? What you talking about? What are you talking about, sir? I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more, and then I'm gonna skip to another part because this is a lot.
A guy that two gentlemen that are not my brothers, but I call them my brothers.
Girl, listen, y'all, the not brothers. The not brothers. Listen to the story about the not brothers. He still ain't explain why he told this girl them was his brothers, but the not brothers.
Long time ago, both of them like just looked out for me, and because when my father died, they just stepped in like father figures, but they're like big brothers to me.
They stepped in like father figures and big brothers. Listen, okay.
And they did some of the same charity work, so I just wanted to lend a hand.
Wait a minute. So the granddaddy got him in the charity work, and then the not brothers got him in the charity work. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Risa Tisa need her behind toe up. If she sat up here and listened to this man ramble and lie like this, something wrong with her too. I'm going to just go out on a limb and say it. Something wrong with her too. Because I know all us sitting here is like, this is some bull. Don't nothing you saying make no sense, sir. But she was listening to all these lies and she was really eating it up.
And help them help people. And it's just something good to do. Ain't nothing better than helping people who need it.
I am not, this is where it's not going to make me look good, but it's the truth. It was intoxicating to not have to worry financially about how to pay the bills. It was a wonderful feeling. And so I kind of pushed to the side the fact that, yeah, you shacking up, because it's like, but your paycheck, you don't have to worry right now. Like, he's
And then let
taking
me
care.
stop this while she rambling. Now I want y'all to know something during the course of this, because like I said, I'm not playing that whole thing. That's insane. I wish I would. But he goes through this whole process of telling us that he was not in this lady's house, that he didn't see her for 5 or 6 months. They were only on FaceTime and Zoom. Still ain't been able to explain to us how she got pregnant. Later on, he tells us that it wasn't his baby, it was another man's baby, because he hadn't been there for 5 or 6 months. But then also went on to tell us that he was paying bills. So you mean to tell me that you will admit that you was paying the rent and stuff in that house, but you expect us to believe that you was paying rent in that house, but you was not living in that house? I got to fast forward to some of these other lies now real quick. I just want you to hear a little bit of these lies that this man is telling y'all. Please like this video, share the video on your social media. Somebody else might be awake, and use your engagement button, the circle with the emojis, send up the bubbles, let them know we here. Y'all talk back to me, because I know we listening to some foolishness, but I need to know I'm not the only one hearing this. I'm moving on to some other stuff. I moved it further down the line.
Did you know you can learn 100?
Because I can't take all that, that babbling he doing. It's a lot. He funny. Now, don't get me wrong. He's entertaining. The lies is ridiculous, but I needed a break.
Gone a week before that. I went home to my house.
Been living in the car, like, so was that true or no?
Lies.
You said that you left, so basically you sleeping in the car and everything after you moved out, that was not a real thing?
No. I went home. I went to Douglasville. I went home.
Okay. So
he went to his house in Douglasville. Now let me just catch y'all up on where he at. Hey boo. Is that that's my DT? I don't know why StreamYard freezing. Oh, your auntie had a stroke. Okay, baby. I'm so sorry. We love you. We'll pray for auntie. Well, just to catch y'all up on what had happened. So what had happened at this point was he told a young man over there, Simply Wavy. Now that's the name of his channel. I'm assuming that's his name. Hey, Rochelle. Thank you for being like number 33, sis. I appreciate you. We up here talking about that man Legion and all these lies he done told on this young man's channel. Sure is, in the middle of the night laughing. So you heading to work, Josie? Have a good day at work, boo. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay positive. So he claimed that Tisa didn't put him out on his birthday. He said he left the week before. Convenient. He left the week before. And he didn't sleep in his car. He said no, he was in his house in Douglasville. Now, what I will say, since we know he live in fantasy land, he talks to people that's not on the phone. He got all this stuff that's not real. Let me ask y'all this. Is it possible that while he was sleeping in the car, he was making believe he was in a house in Douglasville? I'm just asking. I'm only asking. Let him cook.
The behavioral, I think she said you went to a behavioral correction hospital or something like that. That wasn't true.
Listen to what he said.
Lies. The only thing I did at a behavioral hospital, I knew a guy that went there and I helped him get a job. He got out.
I knew a guy that went there and I helped him get a job. He knew a guy that went to the behavioral health place and he helped him get a job. He got out and he helped him get a job.
He knew a friend of mine, Omar. He asked him for a job. I got him a job.
Was this part true then? Her kicking you out on June 2021?
Oh, it ain't happened yet.
No, I was gone a week before that. I went home to my house after, because the marriage didn't last very long, but it didn't grow because I was still doing the same thing. I was still at my house, coming there on the weekend. There was no growth on her part. The finances, there was no growth. I was maintaining the bills in the house. I didn't need her help, but again, I asked her for help because I'm taking.
So now he talking about I didn't need her help, but I asked her for her help. Now let me tell y'all what I think about this. Since it's the early in the morning and we got time, I think that he was trying to bait her with the temporary job at the condiment company. Because remember, she found the slips from the temp agency. Okay, so it was a good paying little assignment or whatever, but it wasn't permanent. And so I think he was trying to bait her up by paying them bills in the beginning. And that was for her to kick in and start putting money out. Like, oh, he got money. He just want me to be more responsible type stuff. He thought he was going to con that girl out some money. Now, let me tell y'all something. Risa ain't smart because she went along with this, but she was smart enough not to let him get so much as $1 out of her. Nothing. She was smart now. I'm going to give her that. She was smart when it came to that.
Care of everything here. By that time, I had bought her another car because that Nissan Rogue just drove me nuts. And she was paying too much, so I got her out of that, which made a lot of stuff easier. And she liked that car, and I was trying to consolidate to show her, hey, this, you can live well, but you don't have to spend all this money all the time. Like we talked about it, and we talked about moving into that house, my house. I'm trying to show you a better way of living. If you got a wife and you have a better.
This man said he was finna move her to his house that don't exist in Douglasville. Listen, I can't take no more. I'm gonna just run down the list of the lies. I'm gonna run down the list of the lies so we can all be free. Because I feel like we all need to be free at this point, okay? I blame Risa Tisa for bringing us into this mess. Because now this big Walla Bear is on the internet telling all these ridiculous stories. Queen will say the lies, the lies, the lies. I'm going to run it down. Because that's what I know how to do. Y'all know I keep notes. Don't nobody keep a note like Nitra. Not nobody. So we're going to run down what's here. Yes, we are. Turn my light on so I can see all my notes. Okay. I'm getting chills and hot flashes at the same time. So y'all bear with me. I got a blanket and I got my legs out because my legs is hot. So we done got past the meetup story. They dated on the phone for 2 weeks. She visited the studio a couple times. He said his work friends told him to be careful. We did that. We found out about the imaginary house in Douglasville. He what else this Negro said? He said they first date, they went Dutch. That girl ain't mentioned that. He said they first date, they went Dutch, and he paid for everything after that. Then he said he saw her finances, her car note, her student loans, and she was paying for job supplies. And he claimed she knew about his house in Douglasville. Yeah, okay. Then he said she wanted a house, and her credit was bad. And then he said that he had a friend who was the financial advisor, Miguel, one of his not brothers. And that he told her he wasn't comfortable buying a house. Maybe that's why he kept lying about it. And said that he told her that they could just sublet his house in Douglas. Every time I say his house in Douglasville, I want to scream. Y'all, please hit the like button as you come in. Help me out. That's how y'all help a girl support me. Listen, y'all, that side light just came on again. It might be an animal, y'all. It might be. But I don't think I like that. Don't start that bull crap. DT in the house. Say Legion looks like the love child of a mole rat and an elephant. His nose is starting to grow like an iceberg coming out of a manhole from all them lies. You think that's what it is? Every time he lie, he swell up. Yes, the brother, not brother. The brother, not brother. Hey, Vet. Good morning, girl. All the way over there in Birmingham, UK. I know that's right. So look, listen now. So anywho, the lies just kept going. The girl moved out, but this man ended up saying, "Thank you for being like number 37, Vet." This man claimed that the girl signed a 2-year lease behind his back, but you claim you wasn't living there. But he claimed she signed a 2-year lease behind his back. He claimed he wasn't living there. He claimed he didn't want to buy no house for her. So why would it matter if she signed a 2-year lease? But how would she have been able to sign a 2-year lease and then be able to move? It don't make sense. He claimed, let me see. I'm trying to keep up with it. Claimed he told her that he was not going to get rid of his house in Douglasville. Later on in this story, he told us he sold the house in Douglasville, but he wasn't getting rid of it. He claimed that he only looked at 2 houses with her. He say next minute he gonna tell us his toes are money makers. He might. Look, so then he say that he only looked at 2 houses. Any other houses she looked at them by herself, is what he said. He say he told her to pay down her student loans and he'll help her get her credit straight. So now he's a credit specialist, y'all. He said that he could show her how to get a house. You was claiming y'all was a couple, so why would you have to show her how to get a house? Wouldn't y'all be doing it together? Because he said he got his house out in Douglasville at an auction, y'all. And he said he got it for $125,000, and it's worth between $210,000 and $230,000. He said, get this. He said he ain't never went to no bank and got no mortgage. But I remember him on TikTok posting that fake letter from Chase. So how you posting fake letters from Chase, but you claiming you didn't go to the bank? So Legion, did you go to the bank and get a letter, or did you just fake the letter and you gonna give up on the I went to the bank story? Because now he's saying he don't know where that letter came from. He don't know who put that up, but it was on his TikTok. But he don't know where that came from. He don't know who put that up. He ain't never went to no bank to get no mortgage out. That's what he say. DT, you know what you did. You always be cutting up. Always. Y'all hit the like button now. Okay. So then he said he claimed he told her that it was a $340,000 budget on houses. But this man just told us that he claimed he wasn't getting rid of his house in Douglasville that don't exist, and that he wasn't comfortable buying no house with her. But now he got a $340,000 budget. Ooh, child. He claimed he told the realtors he was just looking. So how you just looking, but you got a budget of $340,000? Now, Douglasville ain't no Hamptons, baby. It's just way out. So then he claimed he got 5 bank accounts. He's still claiming them offshore accounts. And he said that he only let Risa see 2 of them, even though she found them screenshots that was off Google Images. And I believe her. Then the brother not brothers. This where the story starts to evolve. The 2 brother not brothers, they actually are brothers to each other. Their names is Miguel and Elgin. And Miguel and Elgin is brothers to each other, but they not brothers to him, but they his brother not brothers. There's also father figures that stepped in when his daddy died and told him to stay in school, save his money, and they was going to beat him up if they caught him at a club. And they made him do charity work with his granddaddy. Yeah, that's what happened. Boy, this boy is entertaining. So then, that ain't all. One of the brother not brothers is named Elgin. He say Elgin is a preacher. And Elgin the preacher is the one that called him every morning when he was before he went to work, and said he had to call him every morning to give him encouragement and marital advice. And that if he didn't do that with him every morning, that he would just lose it. He had to do that to help him. And he was such a good guy that he would call him every morning just to encourage him. Was he your man? I don't know no man calling no another man what ain't his man every morning, because he have to encourage you to keep your head level. Like, this is crazy. He say that the brother not brothers, both of them don't like Risa. Later on in the story, he explains that the ex-wife Toya, that nobody in his family liked Toya. But with Risa, the brother not brothers don't like Risa. Then he said the knee injury didn't ever happen, but tells us later on that he was in a car accident and had to learn how to walk again. Y'all, this man is crazy. Yvette says she watched it. He lied so effortlessly. This man has talent, y'all. I'm like, how do you tell this many lies back to back and you not even laughing? He had a smirk on his face at points, but he didn't even bust out laughing. I couldn't say nothing this ridiculous without laughing. My bladder is weak. I will run to the toilet halfway through saying this bull crap. DT say, you know what? He probably hooked up with both of them in the background. They don't exist. Miguel and Elgin is his left hand and his right hand. That's who Miguel and Elgin is. This man ain't normal, y'all. I'm telling you, he round somewhere chewing on people's faces. He got booties and elbows in his deep freezer. This is a big, huge Negro Hannibal Lecter. Something's wrong with this Negro. This ain't normal. He said it never happened. He said the closest thing ever happened to him was that it had snowed and he slipped and fell and bruised his elbow. And his current girlfriend knows that. So I'm sitting there like, Lord, not another one. She gonna do a who the F did I marry in about a year. Okay. Then he's still hanging on to he played football in college in San Diego, even though them people don't know who the hell he is. He said he played arena football a couple of years and got a real job, and that the school don't give out info only if you're alum. Only if you're alum. He done learned a couple words, just go around saying stuff. First of all, that FERPA Act don't work like that. Them people will answer yes or no if you attended that school. They will not give out your particulars, but they will say whether you attended that school, yes or no. Them people didn't have no record of you because you did not go there. Period. Freaking nut job. Psycho. Like, how you get caught in the lie and keep lying? You should at least change it a little bit. We see you got the skills. Why did he stick to the same lie is what I don't know. So then, at least he didn't say private citizen, because I don't know what that means. Then he started mentioning random names. Oh yeah, everybody know about that. Even Jennifer and Henry. I'm like, Jennifer and Henry? Who the hell is Jennifer and Henry? And why are you mentioning these people to us? Do they exist? Child, he said Jennifer and Henry. And he heard from his friends, about this Risa Tisa thing, Jennifer and Henry. And they told, and talking about, they even say they told me not to marry her. He said he heard from them because of what she said about him not being out there, but then turn around and claim that apparently they was in touch, but they wasn't in touch because you didn't hear from them about her saying you didn't go to school there, but you heard from them beforehand for them to tell you not to marry her. Ooh, child. Then he said that Risa saw all kind of pictures from California. So many pictures of him in California. The young man said, hey, can I see some of the pictures? Oh, no, I can't show you. The people that my friends and my family, they don't want me to show the pictures because they don't want to be harassed. So he said, well, can I see some pictures of you playing football? Oh, no, I can't show that because if I show that, I was told not to do it and I signed papers agreeing not to show it because of everything that happened with Risa. So the people in San Diego sent for you to come from Georgia all the way over there to sign papers to agree not to show pictures of yourself playing football on the bench in a uniform at any time. Baby, them lies was rolling. Then he talking about that but basically he mad about her getting any money off this, talking about she got cash apps and trips and TikTok money. And he's still saying he saved money from arena football, child. He saved money from that. And that the brothers not brothers helped him save the money. And he got tired of the hustle and bustle. And he became more of a fan, and that's why he quit. And I, I made my money and saved my money, and I was riding the bench with pride. But what was the hustle and bustle if you was riding the bench? I'm telling y'all, this man lied backwards and forwards. Please, y'all, like this video. Then, after he couldn't show no pics, and he was asked not to show no pics, and that he said because of all this that his fans of the arena football returning their tickets. This man is crazy. He said right now it's a scandal because the fans are returning their tickets. Which fans? What team? Who's returning tickets? We ain't seen you playing no arena football. We don't know you. We learned who you are as a liar, not an athlete. Baby, unless there's a professional stuff in your face league, this man is nobody's athlete. This man ain't never been nobody's athlete. This is hilarious. It is hilarious. Now, at least now we know why Risa say her granddaddy said this man don't look like no football player. He sure don't. He ain't just got titties, y'all. He got them wide titties that wrap around the side. So look, let me give y'all the rest of it because this is rich. My blanket. Get comfortable. He say the people is returning their tickets. That's when he signed papers agreeing not to show no pictures or nothing. So if you ain't showed no pictures, who's returning the tickets to who? For what reason? He said he just want his family left alone. Later on, let us know he don't deal with his family like that, but he want his family left alone. Ain't nobody bothering his family. He say that he ain't talking for no money, but if he get money, that's okay. You're not. Then and the whole time, y'all, he doing this. I'm like, who is chasing this Negro? Y'all, please like this video. Oh, his titties are way bigger than Trick. This man look like he ate Trick Daddy. Whole, bones and all. Didn't even chew. So anyway, then he said, when the man asked him about the weekend jail, guess what he said? Legion said that his friend used his ID when he got arrested. So that was his friend going to weekend jail. And he would have to give his friend a ride to weekend jail. And he would take him on Friday and pick him up on Sunday. And that the bag that Risa found was his friend bag. And he had to keep the receipts to prove to his job why he couldn't work weekends. And I'm sitting there like, are you okay? Because his job know what his real name is. Or did he use your ID to get the job too? How was he able to take receipts from the weekend jail to the job? How was he able to do that? How could he take weekend jail receipts with your name on it to his job to prove why he couldn't work weekends? Y'all, this Negro don't make no sense. Hey, Jen Bunny, make sure you hit the like button. Yes, girl, in the arena football, all that. So, yeah, that was his friend bag, okay? Now, I'm still trying to figure out how a weekend jail receipt with your name on it was going to help him in his job, but his real name, hey, I'm that girl. All my UK people in the house, hey, good morning, y'all. So, look. Then, that ain't all. He said that people in his family, the ones he don't deal with them, because basically somebody in his family confirmed that charge about him breaking the law and impersonating the officer. Oh, I don't deal with people in my family. I don't deal with them. It affects like my mama's side. I don't deal with them. What about your brother? He on your mama and your daddy's side. What about him? Because he said you was a criminal too. And he said you crazy. And the people had you on medicine and you quit taking it. So then he gave some lame story about a cousin named Cool Breeze. When asked about this charge about impersonating the officer, we had to hear this weird story about his cousin he calls Cool Breeze, who said he would go live with him to corroborate the story and let's get this money. What money? So I'm like, first of all, sir, ain't nobody asked you about Cool Breeze. We done already heard about your cousin Junebug that's dead. Is Cool Breeze alive? And if Cool Breeze is alive, somebody do a welfare check. Make sure that Legion ain't did nothing to it. Because he like to talk to dead people. Hold on, let me pull my blanket up. I see dead people. This man is freaking hilarious. Oh my God. You said they're listening to some Quaker Oats listed. Good girl. Jim Bunny, he's a professional man, and this dude is hilarious. As long as he get on the stage and give a disclaimer, don't y'all believe nothing that come out of my mouth after this sentence. And just start, this man is freaking funny. The weekend jail receipts was in his name because his friend used his ID. Who? Baby. Yes, Cool Breeze. Cool Breeze. Yes. Oh, this thing is funny. Hey. And then at 42 minutes and 40 seconds, you could hear a dumb woman giggle. Now I'm gonna tell y'all why this was interesting. So at first I'm like, oh, he done got another victim. I said, God dang, what this one look like, Jesus? And then I said, Later on, we hear the giggle again. But every time we hear the giggle, it sounds exactly the same. I think this man got a recording of somebody giggling, or he got somebody helping him, pretend like he got a girlfriend. I don't think he got no girlfriend. I just don't see nobody pushing that belly back to try to see nothing in his undercarriage. I just don't see it. I don't believe it. I don't. You said Cool Breeze sound like a fruit tea drink with taro pearls in it, or some poppin' boba, strawberry, or passion fruit. So anyway, he claimed the man asked him about, well, she said you had lost a bunch of weight. Talking about that's called going to the gym. You ain't went to no gym, you big sorry, goddamn Walla Bear, you Barilla. You ain't been to no gym. Y'all hit the like button. Talking about at one point I was 310 pounds. I'm like, which point was that? I'm looking at him. He every bit of 365, if not 370. Talking about at one point he was 310. What was that point? I don't believe you, sir. I don't think you've been 310 for a long time. Cool. What you say, sis? You say you're so funny. I don't know who's Legion, but you got me gagging. Girl, this man is massive. Y'all, when I get through with this, I got to show my sis who this man is. He is horrible looking. Ooh. Ooh. You know how them porches on the old Southern houses were like verandas, they wrapped around the whole house? This man, he's got veranda titties. They wrap around his whole body. I ain't never seen that on a man. It's amazing. But anyway, back to this. That at one point he was 310. I still want to know which point. He claims he was not sleeping in his car. Okay. You were sleeping in this magnificent house in Douglasville that you left to sleep in a scuzzy studio apartment. Okay. He claimed that he left before his birthday and he was still going to his house. He claims that he got a friend a job at the behavioral health. You heard that part. He claimed that she refused the promotion on her job and was working more and getting less money. That don't work. That ain't how that work. So then he claimed that he got her the car that she got herself. He just gave her the down payment money. Claims he was making $96,000 a year. Mind you, he talking like Big Bank Hank $340,000 mortgages with $96,000 a year. Now let me tell y'all something. That's poor Negro talk. Because anybody that make money knows that $96,000 ain't no money. You ain't finna get no $340,000 mortgage with no $96,000 a year. Nobody's gonna approve that, baby. You got to show that you got the income to back it up. It don't make sense. Y'all heard him say he told her what she wants, she would fit better in a BMW, but he wanted her to learn the value of a buck. Sir, all you had was a buck. You could have just showed it to him. And then said, "Help me help you," and said he hid money from her. You didn't hide it; it wasn't there. You didn't have to hide it, baby. It was already well hidden. It was hidden in somebody else's bank account, in somebody else's pocket, because it wasn't in yours. Then he's still claiming the offshore account, claimed he paid the bill so she could pay off student loans in a house that he claimed he was not living in. Okay. Claims he never promised her a trip to London. He never promised to take her out the country at all. Claims the co-worker. This how this thing about this cheating. This how he gonna tell this story. He say he went up to her job for lunch, and then when he left, one of Reese's co-workers' wives met him in the parking lot. And that's another thing we saw when him telling these stories. This man, every time somebody was bringing something to him, every time somebody brought it to me, somebody told me. It was just somebody that told me. This man be telling himself stuff. Angel Gamer, thanks for the super chat boost. Say, Nitra, that's for the veranda titties. Lord help us. The man is funny. Thank you, Angel Gamer. Y'all so off the chain. But for real, that's what he said now. Then he said the lady met him in the parking lot and told him, "You need to talk to me." And so he followed her to the Burger King, and she showed him that she had a teddy bear camera. Talking about a nanny cam. He claimed this mysterious lady had nanny cam footage to show him. But apparently she didn't know to tell him it was a nanny cam. It was a teddy bear camera when he told it. What he saw on TV, basically. And it was footage of Risa in this lady house hunching this man. Never happened. I don't believe it. And said that he walked around and he didn't know if he was going to confront her or not. And said the lady called him and said she confronted her man. And then she called him and said, he over there at Risa's house and I'm going over there right now and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So he said he ran over there. But wasn't you staying there? Or you was in Douglasville? So he said he ran over there. And when he got there, he went upstairs and Risa was hunching the man. And that when he came back downstairs quietly, the lady had got there. So he was scuffling with the lady because the lady was trying to get upstairs to get to Risa. And say that the man came downstairs from hunching on Risa and ran out the door. And the lady ran behind him and they did a high-speed chase. But him and the lady is back together and now they live in Charlotte. What are you talking about? Then said the Risa came down in a house coat, y'all. Please hit the like button. Say Risa came down in a house coat and that she was telling him, you don't know what you saw. And he said he flipped the couch. You ain't flipped no couch. That man ain't flipped nothing bigger than a leg quarter in the last 30 years. And I swear on a stack of Bibles, he ain't flipped no couch. But he said he flipped the couch and grabbed some of his stuff and him left. Okay? Talking about she supposed to be at work. So he said he grabbed some of his stuff, y'all. And he said he left. And that he blocked her number. And he ain't talked to her for 2 weeks. Okay? 2 weeks. You say you claim you seen her hunching, but you ain't talked to her for 2 weeks. Then you talk to her again. So then he claimed after that, then they went to counseling. So he ain't even addressed the messengers, the girls he was talking to on Messenger, the one that told him to bring some ding-a-ling. And I'm like, ew. Ugh. Oh, he had to been paying people, promising people money. He probably promised BMWs all across Metro Atlanta. I'm talking about Fulton County, Gwinnett County, Cobb County, Clay County, all the counties. All the counties. He was promising BMWs everywhere because I don't see nobody volunteering to grab no shovel, no pickaxe, no pulley, no winch to hoist that belly out the way to ask for none of that. I just don't. If it happened, I don't believe it. If any woman pretended to want him, it was because he was waving money. Because look at him. So anyway, then he said he went to counseling, and the first counselor, Risa, didn't like him because they told her she was wrong for cheating. And the second one said the same thing, and the third one was the pastor, and that was somebody from her job. Okay. And that they was on Zoom with that pastor, and they talked about everything and him hiding the money, because apparently, let him tell it, that's all he did wrong was hide some money that didn't exist. And then when the man asked him about with Risa going through the phone, y'all ain't gonna believe what he said. Let me get comfortable. Y'all ain't gonna believe what he said. He said that his work phone and his friend at work, that they had put their phones down, and he switched his phone with his friend phone from work, and his friend had his phone and he had his friend phone, and that was his friend's side chick that was calling the phone because that wasn't none of his phone. And said that the work phone, they wasn't allowed to lock them. And the friend called him and was like, yeah, that's my side chick. And that he explained it to Risa and said that the man came over and told Risa, hey, that was my phone. That was my phone. The lies this man tell. First, that was his friend that went to weekend jail and used his ID. This time, it was his friend's phone from work because they swapped phones by accident. Baby, this Negro ain't did nothing. You hear what I tell you? He ain't did nothing. It was always a friend. He say it's just the friend. And he say it's just the friend. Oh, baby, you okay? Got what he need, but you just the friend. Hey, it's me, Lisa Lee. Girl, I'm always up late. I just ain't been coming on here late no more. Some of y'all know I used to do this. Okay. So then, after that lie, not only that, y'all, he said that when he talked to his friend and he said it was a side chick, that he told him, now you know that's against company policy. I say, help me, God. Angel Gamer say Robin from RHOP would have believed every word. She probably would have. Baby, because she's stupid too. I don't know who dumber, her or Risa Tisa, because baby, this ain't normal. Ain't nobody gonna tell me this is normal. Ain't nothing normal about this. No, this ain't normal. Oh, child. So let's go. Let's go. So after he done quoted company policy and the friend came to back him up and say that it was not him. Okay. To back him up and say it wasn't him, because this is important. Look, I did a little something in the chat. Y'all might better grab them if you know you ain't got yours. I'm just saying. Help yourself. So anyway, the man came over, whatever. He claimed he met Peaches, but he said he only met Peaches in the parking lot at the job because he said Miss Peaches, was at the job looking for his friend. That's the only time he ever spoke to Peaches, child. So y'all ain't gonna grab him? That's what we doing? Y'all not grabbing? Okay, no problem. So anyway, he let's move on, child, because these lives was rolling. The boy is talented, okay? Rocho done grabbed one, Sis City from Nola, Ian, Don D, and Angel Baby. Everybody done came up. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. So look. So then he said, oh no, I wasn't doing nothing. Risa had the password to both of my phones. Sir, didn't you just tell us there wasn't no password on the work phone because y'all wasn't allowed to lock them? That quick. Then with the forklift license, we heard him tell that lie about the forklift license and the fact that he got it because he was doing charity. He got a forklift license and a license to teach forklift to do charity work. That's how he got it. And when the man confronted him with the fact that one of your ex-co-workers said they used to work with you and you was running around telling them you didn't have to work, you had plenty of money, you just needed something to do, then he say, oh, well, Teresa roped a lot of people into this story. How she roped somebody she never met into telling the truth on you? Okay, then that's when he kind of told on himself. That's right, Queen. Tell them come out the bushes and like this video. Thank you. Let me highlight that. Because if y'all up, that means either y'all getting ready for work and I'm entertaining you, or you got insomnia like me and I'm entertaining you. So please like this video and help me out, okay? So listen. This is what's funny. So then this is what he told on himself. He was like, I was paying the bills, but she was supposed to step it up. So this is the second time he done mentioned about her stepping it up or her helping, even though he don't need help. He only planned to pay them bills for a little while to kind of try to impress her. But in reality, that was just so she could start back doing it. And then he could start getting money out of her. Okay. He said he never told nobody. He never told her about no dead baby, the dead kid. He never did that. He claimed that when it was time to file the divorce, which was right after the birthday. Now I want y'all to hear this. He claimed he filed it, but then he got in a car accident going to a buddy's wedding. Sound like why your leg would have been messed up. Sounds like why you didn't want to answer no questions. Okay. You got insomnia too, Queen. See, that's my girl. We twins. So he say that he had 4 surgeries, had to learn how to walk and all that. That must have been after you and Risa split. He say that he mind you, he claimed he left a week before his birthday. So after you left and you were done, that's when you claim you filed. So a week before your birthday? I don't believe you. Then he said that he was in the gym and lost weight to get in shape so quick by the time she saw him a month after he had left out the house. How was that possible if you left out, filed the divorce, and got in a car accident and couldn't walk? How did that work? And you was in the gym. But whatever. If you say so. Then he talking about that while he was in the hospital that Risa knew, and until he told his the doctors and the social worker don't call her. So I'm like, but sir, ain't you supposed to be Big Bank Hank with all this money from the arena football? What you need with a social worker in the hospital? Ain't you got a high-powered job and good insurance and offshore accounts? Why would a social worker be talking to you unless you needed Medicaid and stuff? Or help paying bills? Or assistance with ambulation devices that you couldn't afford? Or possibly that you needed home nursing that your insurance wouldn't cover? Why would a social worker be talking to you? This man, I'm telling y'all, he lies so much and he talks so much that he forgets, like, the lies ain't adding up. So then we find out about Shantae is a sister, not sister. He claimed he never used 2 social security numbers. He said he didn't have no different licenses. He only had the one. He claimed that he never took her and showed her nobody grave. That girl ain't made that up. You did that. He claimed him and his real brothers parted company after the mom and daddy died. She said that. and he had to give Chris some space. Chris the one said he was going to beat his tail, so he didn't have a choice but to give Chris some space because Chris was going to whoop the hell out of him. Then he claimed the ex-girlfriend cheated on him 3 times. Then he said that he stopped paying the bills after they went to counseling. Remember, he was supposed to be went to, was it Shoe Carnival, they said, to buy sneakers for a little girl named Egypt that he had lied and said was his brother's daughter. Come to find out it was a woman named V, her daughter. And he told Risa that was no woman's child. He told Risa that was his brother's child. But now it's this girl named Egypt. The little girl named Egypt is somebody named V's child, who is just like his child. But his friend is struggling, but this girl been his friend for a long time. So he felt like the girl deserved some shoes. So he had Risa sending shoes to another woman's child, but lying and saying it was his brother's child. Mm-hmm. Then he said he left the condiment company. He was leaving the condiment company when that girl went to get that DNC at the hospital. Now, mind you, that happened way before his birthday and they split up. He claimed that it wasn't no promotion. He was actually leaving the condiment company. It wasn't no assistant named David. So you was basically playing on that phone being your own assistant, lying about being promoted to the VP. You was leaving. You actually had already left probably from that little temp job at that time, and he was lying to her. Wouldn't take the girl to the hospital and talking about I was leaving. I was done with her then. I was getting a new job. I was leaving her. I was done. But then turn around and told us later that no, you wasn't leaving. You stayed with her and didn't file until after you left a week before your birthday. Just lie. So then he claimed that the baby was the other man baby because he didn't see her for 5 or 6 months. So he said, but he was paying the bills in a house that he didn't live in. Okay. And they only met up on the weekends. Okay, sir. Doesn't make sense. I want y'all to hear this. Initially, what he told us was he was paying to stay in a studio during the week and went all the way to Douglasville on the weekend. Now he's saying that he was going all the way to Douglasville Monday through Friday, the same place he didn't want to drive when he was paying for the studio, but he was driving that whole hour and 10 minutes. So he said to Douglasville Monday through Friday and only came to her house on the weekend. Queen say, how can he keep up with the lies? Well, if you ask me, he better get a notebook like I got, because that's the only way I could keep up with his lies. He's welcome to a notebook. I will give him that, because this is crazy. He said that now magically he's driving to Douglasville, the same place that he said was wearing him out, so he paid for a studio plus his house. Now he's telling us he was driving all the way to Douglasville Monday through Friday and only seeing Risa on the weekend. Oh, how the story changed. And the man in the driveway was the dude she cheated with. And even though the neighbor next door say what, nobody on the ring doorbell. Hey, be nice. Good morning. Thank you for being like number 47. I love you for that. He claimed it was the man she cheated with. And he knocked on the window and the man drove off. Then he claimed, because the guy was like, oh, she said that she was thinking maybe it was her ex-boyfriend. And he said, no, it wasn't her ex. Her ex was in Milwaukee. Then he said, oh, I met the ex. The ex came to the house and I let him in. And he walked around looking for his Xbox. And we called Risa at work. And Risa said, I sold that. And that him and the man exchanged phone numbers. Later on in this lie, he said he met her daddy over the phone that she don't even talk to. But he met him magically over the phone. And he exchanged numbers with her daddy too. He always exchanging numbers with somebody. Mm-hmm. Like he supposedly exchanged number with the magical, mythical lady in the parking lot whose husband was cheating with Risa and came to tell him the story in the Burger King. So he exchanged numbers with the ex from Milwaukee. And they called Risa, and Risa said, child, I sold that Xbox. So he claimed he's such a good guy that he kept in touch with the man, and he bought the man an Xbox to replace the one Risa stole. He claimed he left Toya because his family didn't like her, and her daddy's a drunk and she's a junkie. Then he say, Well, I left because of the drugs, but initially he said he left because his family didn't like him. Okay. Now he's saying that Toya's son, the one who corroborated the story, was like, that lady ain't lying because he treated my mama like that. Now he say the man, the young boy, was accused of forcing himself on somebody. And his dad was a good dude. Every time he talking about a man, it was a good dude. Everybody's a good dude. His dad was a good dude, and he had him on the right track. And now, one of my friends brought it to me that he homeless. Why would somebody bring it to you? Bring what to you? He said one of his friends brought it to him that the lady was on drugs. And that's when he left her, talking about Toya. Then he claimed Risa been trying to reach out to him on social media, on all the platforms with fake accounts. It's her trying to get to him. She want to talk to him. He say that she told him that she wanted to pay him back all the money he paid for her, and she wanted to fix stuff with him, and he was in love with somebody else. He say this lady that's off camera, we didn't even see a shadow, we saw no movement, we didn't see anybody pass him anything. I don't believe nobody was in there. I'm gonna just tell y'all that. But or if it was a friend or something, I don't believe that. But he said that lady been with him ever since he was in the hospital and couldn't walk and had the 4 surgeries, and she know everything about Risa. He claimed he fat again now because he was on steroids. That ain't no steroids unless it's some steroids in that fried chicken you've been eating. And he said him and the new woman was sitting up together watching Risa Tisa tell the story, and claimed the new girlfriend is mad. But he only had the sound of her giggling, so I'm like, she don't sound mad. But he said that he getting a lot of support in the community. And say random women have been calling his phone saying that they want to be with him and he could pay their bills and they'll be his side chick. How would they get your number to call you, Legion? Who gave them your number? Where would they get it from? So strange. He said that the last time he talked to her was Risa asking him if she could ever be forgiven for cheating. And he said that no, because the love was gone. He said, wasn't no realtor named Scott. Hey, Cali Dream, thank you for being like number 50. He said, wasn't no realtor named Scott. He said he never worked at a condiment company for 6 years. He said that's when he started talking about he talked to her daddy that she never talked to. And they exchanged phone numbers, and he was a good dude. Everybody's a good dude. And they developed a relationship. All of this done went on, child. He said that Risa and her mama got a weird relationship. Then he said that Risa cussed out her mama all the time. Then he said that her mama visited for a week, but she ain't do nothing but she was home the whole time. Why would she visit her child and run the streets? She came to spend time with her child, and so she did. That's weird. And then about an hour and 54 minutes in, he started preaching and giving advice to other couples. Then he claims the info from his brother, Chris, about his mental health and him being on medicine and stuff, that that's not true. And then he started telling stories about where his daddy was from somewhere, and his mom was from somewhere, and his grandmama was always there for them and lived with them. And Chris was in the military and he got married, and then his marriage split up. I'm like, what they got to do with your medicine that you're not taking? Because you're not taking it. Oh my God. Something about bipolar disorder and something else. He got more than that. He got bipolar disorder. He say that him and Chris hadn't talked for 9 years until everything happened with Risa or whatever, and say before that everything was great. I beg to differ, because Chris said if he seen you, he was going to beat your tail. That don't sound great unless you're talking Frosted Flakes. I believe he liked Frosted Flakes. Then he claimed ain't no Netflix thing. Remember, we saw that video of him pretending like he was filming, talking about we got a break. We've been filming for 14 days and we got a break in filming. I'm like, filming? So now he say no. He was never on a Netflix set. We seen the video, but this man said nope. I was never on a Netflix set. He said that his job had Netflix had used the property at his job, and he had to stay there while he was working one time. But he never did that, and he never was filming with them people or nothing like that. The man asked him, what's up with your account putting up this stuff with the Chase and the offshore bank account info or whatever? He was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. It was on your account. Then he starts preaching again, talking about telling people, well, listen, you don't have the tools to fix broken people. He started talking about girls with baby daddies, and if you meet a woman that got kids, and if she can't talk with the kids' daddy, kids, Reese ain't got no goddamn children. What is you talking about? He kept going on about women with kids. Then he said that that somebody brought it to him. Somebody always bringing it to him. He said somebody brought it to him that Risa's life fell apart and she's bitter, and that's why she attacking him. And he started talking about child support again. What child support? Well, now we know you told that old lady over there in Augusta that you was gonna take that baby from her that don't exist, that you now say belong to somebody else and don't exist. That you was gonna take that baby, but he steady talking about child support. This lady don't have no children. What are you talking about? Then he kept saying, I was in a 2-parent home. I came from a 2-parent home. And then went on to say that the content creator that put his name out there, because I think he realized, I'm sure watching social media, you can't do nothing to this lady because she never said your name. She just talked about what she went through. Somebody else went and found you, and then you confirmed it because you stupid. So he was like, oh, Risa put her up to that. Teresa put her up to that and to outing me. And she probably told that lady, oh, I'm sure she told that lady, I can't say his name, but you can. And Teresa used you and you got the backlash. No, the way I was told, the lady got backlash because I was told she was asked not to do that and she did it anyway. So that's what's up with that, y'all. Is the list of the lies that man put down on that video. I'm telling y'all, go to Simply Wavy. If you just need something to laugh at and you can stand it, just watch it in small increments. That's my best advice because I couldn't watch it straight through. It was a lot. I couldn't even keep laughing with y'all with it. After a while, I needed a break because his voice is irritating. It really is. I don't know how Risa sat there listening to that. Oh my God. Girl, I'd have gouged myself in the ear with a rusty spoon before I'd have sat there and listened to that. Ain't no way in the hell. Wouldn't have happened. So, moving right along to RHOP and this sneak peek, the peek of the sneak. And I want y'all to explain something to me. About Married to Medicare. Excuse me, I had to cough. But y'all got to explain something to me about that, even before we get to the RHOP. Didn't we all sit up here and watch the video of Dr. Jackie disparaging Black women, saying that we overreact, we cry wolf, we're dramatic, we're not serious when we're pregnant and we're carrying life in our bodies? And that does lead to a high mortality rate in Black women. We all saw that. I saw a clip that befuddled the hell out of me. Tell me how them people done flipped the whole thing around on their little reunion. What I seen on the clip, that now Jackie is a victim. And we got to try to figure out who victimized her with her own words. Ma'am, them words fell out your mouth. They fell out of your half-dead, rusty mouth. This is what you fixed your mouth to say about Black women. Baby, they done flipped that thing. All of a sudden, Queen will say, yes, ma'am. I couldn't believe it. I say, wait, this is why I don't like y'all. This is why I don't like them hookers over there to Married to Medicare right now. They are disgusting people. How the hell y'all done flipped it? Now Jackie is a victim and it turns into a whodunit because Jackie has been victimized. Jackie was not victimized. Jackie was exposed. And so now they want to say, oh, Buffy did it. I wouldn't care who did it. You shouldn't have said it. You shouldn't have been thinking it, but you darn sure shouldn't have said it. And so if you said it, your words being broadcast, being exposed, baby, that's not somebody doing something to you. You said it. Now, if somebody said that you said it and you didn't say it, then that's doing something to you. They done flipped the whole thing. Then I seen another clip of Quadrille, sitting up there fake crying because Simone said I reached out to her after her niece died. I said, ugh, what the hell is that? Then I see where little ghetto Quad is on Flop Soul with Armand and them over there. Call herself popping crap by Phaedra. You didn't do that when you were sitting next to Phaedra. You got on the internet, the interwebs. You was on national television, and you had an opportunity to say everything you wanted to say. Now she over there like she's saying something so cool, talking about oh, Candy benched her. Now she looking for a check. That lady make money everywhere. You, on the other hand, if them people bounce you off that show right now, you're gonna be in trouble. Phaedra really just getting back into being like full time on TV like that. That lady living lavish. Whether you love her or hate her, she's a whole lawyer working with the dead people. She here, she there, she everywhere. She sought after on TV. They brought her over there to y'all show thinking she could save y'all. You was already there, but them people went and brought her because they thought she could save y'all. If that's what you call being benched, bench me. Bench me. And I ain't even no Phaedra fan. This the thing. Yeah, the child ain't none of them cool. This is why I don't like Married to Medicare. I don't like them people. Those are not decent people. Those are not decent people. They're just not. It don't make no sense. So anyway, that's all I had to say about that. I just couldn't believe it. And I felt like I should mention it because y'all still be watching these people. Y'all still support these people. I don't know. I don't make too much noise because I personally feel as though Mariah's still getting her money. So whatever. But back to RHOP. So Wendy, Candiace, and Kiarna is who I saw in the sneak peek. And what I saw in the sneak peek was interesting because Kiarna's still like, oh, y'all didn't check on me. I thought y'all would have checked on me. I thought y'all would have checked on me. And I'm like, okay, girl, now we done heard Wendy say she took you a ginger ale. Now, ginger ale is medicine to Black people, and you know that. So when she brought you ginger ale, she brought you some medicine. I mean, that's about the same as calling the EMT. What else you wanted her to do, Kiarna? Now, I like you, but don't push it. So they was like, girl, we care about you. We cared about you. Like it wasn't like that. So they get past that. And they get to talking about Robin. And I think Candiace finna get on another one of hers, honey. I think Candiace on the one. Because Candiace was like that Robin is throwing gas on the fire. And at first I couldn't really follow where she was going. I'm like, where's she going with this? And then it was the defamation stuff. It was the fact that she was using words like slander and defamation when in reality, what you did kind of falls under that line. What you and your friend did falls under that line. Actually, yeah. So I'm like, But what was even funnier was Candiace popping like, oh, I'm gonna be coming up the hill with the wig already off. Candiace, don't act like you finna do nothing. Now, Robert ain't no, that's a big dude, Candiace. That's a big dude. You, ma'am, was getting tossed hither, thither, and yon by cute little dainty Monique Samuels. Okay? Let me put it another way. You was getting tossed and driven, battered by an angry sea, by cute, petite, prim, proper, little Monique Samuels. Robert is a large male. Robert is Jake from State Farm. A raging Brahmer bull. I ain't saying she no hellified fighter. I'm just saying the size difference, baby. The size difference. What if Robert falls on you? Candiace ain't even thought about that. What if Robert uses her extra long wingspan to kind of remember how, like on the Three Stooges and stuff, they would just reach their arm out, like stiff arm you and just hold you by the top of your head? Can't you just see Robert using his big wingspan to hold Candiace by the top of her scalp? Candiace just be swinging, won't be hitting nothing. That's a large fella. Candiace, stop that. Stop that. First, you was arguing with that large Hispanic gentleman. Her foot alone could have took you out. Now you talking about you gonna be coming up a hill with your wig already out? Candiace. Candiace. Sit down somewhere. Now I kind of like you a little bit okay now these days sometimes. More times than not. More, better than usual. Better than before. But you got to use your head, baby. You are this big. You are this big. I wouldn't advise Candiace to be trying to get physical with anybody on that cast, not even Ashley. Ashley little, but Ashley is, she grew up in trailer parks, the side of the street, park benches, and bars. So, it's been a hard knock life for a girl like Ashley. I don't think Candiace need to be getting, frisky with anybody. I just don't think so, y'all. I don't think it's safe. I think she should chill out. Angel Gamer said an NFL player going up against a gymnast. And you know what's funny, sis? A gymnast has more muscle than Candiace. A gymnast actually has more muscle. Candiace is T90. She is literally this big. Literally. Ain't no size to the girl. Ain't no size to her. So I don't know. I had to mention that sneak peek because it was disturbing. And I want y'all to say a prayer for little Candiace that she calm her little self down. Because I don't know how this going to go for her. I don't think it's safe. I'm going to just say that. I don't think it's safe, y'all. I'm just checking to see if anything else that happened on social media while we in here running our mouths. Because sometimes gossip be happening in the middle of the night. You just never know when something going to pop up. I don't see nothing else worth talking about. I don't know. Ain't nothing interesting. No. Nothing. Let me check like one more place. No. I'm gonna have to read up on this one. I just seen one, but I gotta read up on it and come back. I got to read up on it and come back. Oh my. Yeah, I got to read up on it and come back. I got to read up and come back. Cause child, that. So look, how y'all doing? I'm so glad. I can't believe it's this many people out of their bed this time of morning. It is 4:42 Central Standard Time right now. So that means it's like 5:42 in the morning Eastern. It is 2:42 on the West Coast, California and them over there. Washington State, all them over there. It is 2:42 in the morning. I cannot believe this many people out the bed. What y'all got going on? I know why I'm up. Y'all should hear them crickets outside. Sound like they singing. Mm-hmm. You say Ashley be TikToking. Ashley be TikToking and will kick Candiace. Yeah, she might kick her or do anything. Nancy at night. To be honest, I be up most nights. I used to come on here a lot of time late at night. Some of y'all remember that. Some of the ladies remember that. I used to pop on a lot of times early in the morning. Okay, insomnia. You know, a lot of us ladies are menopausal, baby. It's real. It'll be a hot flash, a night sweat, a insomnia, a mood swing, a heart palpitation. All that, baby. All of it. But yeah, we was up in here, child, laughing at that boy Legion with all them lies he told. Girl, he told so many lies. Nancy, you missed it. You missed it, baby. We was in here laughing at his big tail. That man can lie. He can lie. So now I wonder where DM Rocks went. DM Rocks must have fell asleep. She probably just woke up, seen us in here, said something, and went back to sleep. But DM Rocks talking about she think Giselle and Ashley gonna get fired. I don't believe that. I believe Ashley might be on the rocks. I really do. Because the way production wheeled around there to try to run to her phone to see Michael on that phone, and that man shut that camera off, I think that they really, like, she tried to pull the divorce storyline to get them off her back to get him on the camera, but I don't think it's gonna work. I think he either gonna have to get on that camera or she might not have no job. Now that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Ashley might actually be on the ropes if she can't get Michael to film with her. Because he ain't with it. That man has been dining through there. Especially, I'm gonna tell you, I think he already wasn't gonna didn't want to be on camera. I think that's why they made that deal about, oh, you can get a house as long as I don't have to be on camera. But I think it's a couple things that's hanging in the balance now. If she lose that job, I don't think he's going to be willing to maintain that house. That's number one. I maintain the house so you can film there, you can keep filming, and you can stay on the show and you can make your own income, because you know he keep her on a very short leash when it comes to that money. Okay. The next thing is that, hey DS, thank you for being like number 56, baby. We've been in here almost 2 hours. DS, we've been in here almost 2 hours, baby. You done missed everything. But the other thing is this: once he lost that lawsuit to Candiace, he really ain't finna be on that camera now. He lost that lawsuit, and now they know Candiace's mouth is untied and unleashed. What was the movie Django Unchained? Candiace Unchained. That mouth is finna be unchained. He ain't never getting on that camera again. Never getting on that camera again. And as far as we know, while we talking about Bravo might get rid of Ashley, for all we know, Michael might have told her, you getting the hell off that show unless you want to be homeless or live over there with your mama. Because that man, I'm telling you, y'all remember last year when the story came out that he was down there in the Bahamas when Candiace was down there performing or something, and he ran up on another black lady and snatched and grabbed her arm because he thought it was Candiace. So he was really finna try to put his hands on Candiace. He's weird, creepy, and I think he's dangerous, violent. And we know what he do with black folks, because he over there in Africa now colonizing and stealing resources and stuff. So for all we know, he could have told Ashley, unless you want to go stay with Sheila, you getting the hell off that show. Because now that he tried to sue that girl and it ain't work, you can't tell me he don't feel some type of way. And he know Candiace really finna run her mouth now. You know she really finna run her mouth now. Because they were sitting around smug and making faces. Oh, he filed a lawsuit. He filed a lawsuit. Ashley and Robert talking about, you don't want to, what's going on with your lawsuit? I mean, we can't talk about the lawsuit. What lawsuit? Y'all remember how smug they were at the beginning of this season? Until Candiace hurt Robert Lee feelings and told him, you might be the reason Juan lost his job, talking about that open lawsuit on the television. Oh yeah. And I think she might have been on to something there. Mm-hmm. Y'all, I'm telling you, I think Ashley might really be on the ropes. I still don't see them doing nothing with Giselle. They need one person that's nasty enough to do whatever they say. And for that reason, I think she gonna always be safe. Mm-hmm. It's just what I'm thinking. What y'all think? Or is everybody asleep? Y'all sleep on me. Because I'm up here just running my mouth and y'all chilling. Let me see what else going on. Line. Consider yourself a mate. I'm just checking on Twitter real quick. I don't think we got nothing. I think that's pretty much it, y'all. You say you awake, but you've been sick for over a week. I'm so sorry. Nancy say we listening. Nancy, I thought y'all left me because I've been in here 2 hours. I'm sure finna go in a little bit. Latanya said nope, still awake and here with you. Thank you. You think people starting to wake up? Up, Latanya here. D. Seratinas is here. Hey, good morning. Listen, but yeah, we've been in here 2 hours. We've been in here 2 hours because my hands was full during the day. And then when I finally did finish listening to all them lies that man told, I said, I got to talk to somebody about this. Some of my sisters got to be up. Cherry Scott say, good morning. I'm listening. They need to get rid of both necks and the show would be better. You know what? I wanted to know something about the Necronomicon. Not the old neck. Hey, Cherry Scott, make sure y'all hitting that like button, please. Pretty please with cherry on top. So, one thing about the Necronomicon that I wanted to ask y'all's opinion. I asked Peanut, and we couldn't figure out whether it was one thing or the other definitively, or if it could have been both. When it comes to the necromancer, I want to know, do y'all think this was just about wanting to be on television? Or does it somewhat look like she maybe wanted to have what Wendy had? Do you think this is more about Wendy or more about her just wanting to be on television? Or do y'all think it's a little bit of both? Because that lady really, when I found out Carlos King had casted her for another show about first generation Africans here in the US for VH1, and somehow it didn't go through, but he casted her. And I distinctly remember him saying that she was funny and interesting and whatever, right? If he says so, I mean, I don't doubt it. I'm sure she brought something, right? But with that being said, if she brought something, whatever it was, that struck him as funny or interesting or whatever, she ruined herself over here on this show because she didn't show us none of that. I didn't see nothing funny about her. I didn't see nothing witty about her. I mean, unless her wigs were like a comedy skit. If that's the case, then I stand corrected. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some people have like comedy instead of a skit. Let me say shtick. Like if every time you see her, she got on a really bad wig and that's part of like her humor, then okay, then I guess she nailed it. But she really didn't give us nothing. She spent all her time with the Wendy. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, was this all about she just wanted to be on TV really bad? And so it was like, okay, it didn't work in LA because that show didn't, come to fruition for whatever reason. And maybe she felt disappointed and was like, okay, here's a chance. Because my husband's cousin says she friends with the lady sister, the lady that's on the show. My husband's cousin is friends with her sister. It sounds like a diluted game of telephone. It's like, or 6 degrees of separation. Like, I don't know you, but I know somebody that knows somebody that know you. Can you give me a hookup? And it didn't, when it didn't work, or she could have already had that in her mind when she tried to do the 6 degrees of separation, to act just like she acted. But I just don't know. I'm really confused. Like I'm looking at her like you're an utter and complete failure. That's clear. And it's not disputable. But I wonder about her motivations. I truly do. I wonder about her motivations. Like, what on earth would make a woman wake up and say, I'm going to make a fool out myself on national television? I just wonder. I really do. I wonder, like, what would make you do that? It just don't make no sense. Like, at all. Oh, my days say, you mean that rug on her head? If she did want to be, she shall be more infamous than famous. That's true. Oh, I mean, it could be a rug if it's a bearskin rug. I done told y'all, I believe them. That's roadkill on that lady head. Possums and coons and squirrels, wombats, all types of stuff on that lady head. Capybara, a old koala bear. Ain't no telling what all on that lady head. But it don't look human. It don't. Mm-mm. Uh-oh. Hey, delightful. Okay, so she say Nautica want to be on TV. Bravo will keep her because she's willing to get dirty. It's possible. It's possible, but it also is possible that she just might not make it. I don't know. They might keep her though, delightful. They like dirty people. Even if the crowd is disgusted by you, Bravo don't care. They don't showed us that. Latanya say, I think it was a combination. I wonder if someone got in her ear prior to filming. The fact that she had already been on a Carlos King show, and then she pivoted, moved all the way to another city to squeeze herself into this show. I don't know whether they had to be in her ear. I think part of it was her being spiteful because Wendy didn't want to help her with a hookup. I think that's what I think too. You done took a whole nap, but you back, girl. We finna go. I just had to ask a couple questions. I want to know what y'all thought. Hey, Anil, how you doing? DS say she got 101 Dalmatians on her head. That's one of my favorite movies. I love Cruella. When I was a little girl child, Cruella inspired me. She did. Hey, cool gamer, you got here right when we finna go home, honey. We've been here 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 22 seconds. Mm-hmm. Us is about to go. I'm drinking my water, but I'm about to go listen to some I'm gonna tell y'all this, since it's just, the fam bam. So y'all will never guess what I do when I'm tired of working. My eyes are tired. I don't want to sew anymore. My knuckles are tired. My hands are hurting. Y'all know what I end up watching to pass the time, because I don't always want to watch my Nollywood movies. Y'all know I love Nollywood. That ain't no secret, right? But y'all will never guess what I'll watch or what I'll put on and just listen to while I just relax and veg out. Like the creepy pastas, the dog man stories, cryptid stories. I be listening to a lot of crazy stuff. People be telling them stories about the stuff they done seen in the woods, all that type of stuff. I be listening to that just to hear what people say they saw. And some of them dog man stories be a trip, y'all. They be a trip. Dude, the other night I heard him telling a story about he was driving a semi and something looked like a dog, but it was tall enough and running on 2 legs, and it was tall enough to look down into the cab of the truck while he was driving. I told Geneva, I said that truck would have had so much boo-boo in it. You out your mind. Ain't no way. And I'm telling you, my foot wouldn't have came off that gas pedal. I can guarantee you my foot would have remained on the gas pedal. But them people would have fired me. It'd have been so much boo-boo in that truck. Ain't no way. I was sitting there like, sir, how did you make it? And talk about that he, ended up taking a shot at the thing because it was like scraping at the door trying to get the door open. I said, hey, don't tell me that. I don't like to drive at night, no way. So I be listening to them crazy stories. Child. And then one lady said the thing was in the road and she screeched on her brakes. Look at all my days with the poop emojis. I'm telling y'all the truth. It would have been boo-boo all over that truck if I was in it. So anyway, this lady, she on the dark road at night and say the thing jumped out on the road and she screeched on brakes and say the thing was standing there like it was just getting a kick out of scan her, and then say that it walked up like it was approaching her car door, and say she just went to praying and calling Jesus. Say the thing got angry when it heard her calling Jesus, like it left her alone, but it was acting like it was angry. I say, ooh, good point, girl. If I see something like that, I'm definitely calling Jesus. My car finna stink again, but I'm calling Jesus, that's for sure, because something is wrong. Okay, because you're not supposed to look like that. Then it was one man was telling the story, say the thing was stalking his house. He kept seeing the thing in his yard, like it late at night, like after everybody done went to bed, you would see it like skulking past the house and stuff, like it was circling the house or watching them or something. I'd have moved. I'm telling y'all, I listen to a lot of crazy stuff because it just be interesting. And I'm sitting there like, could be me. Could not be me. And it's so crazy. I wanted to retire to a wooded area just so I could be alone in the peace, just me and the trees and the grass and the Lord. And now I'm just like, after the dog man stories and all that crazy stuff, and the cryptids and the Bigfoots, big feets. I don't know what you call them. What the Yetis. I don't know what the plural is, but I don't know that I want to do that now. Hey, Nene Ashley, thank you for being like number 67. Mm-hmm. So I'm about to put on one of my stories, child, and listen to what happened to them people. Mm-hmm. Because it's very interesting. Ooh, and another thing I listen to is like the little animated African folk tales, because some of them stories be a trip too. Mm-hmm. And I listen to my audiobooks. Mm-hmm. That's what I be doing, honestly. Even when I'm working, like I put something on I can listen to that I don't have to watch, and then I really get into it. Mm-hmm. But listen, y'all, I'm about to go. I've been in here 2 hours, and that's 2 hours too long. Because right now, by my clock, it is 5 a.m. Mm-hmm. So I should probably start to get drowsy in like an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I'll probably get a little drowsy. So if anybody needs me during those hours, like if you don't hear from me, it's probably because I have just fallen asleep, which is so silly because I need to be somewhere like for like 11:30 tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, 11:30 today. And well, not really, because I'm gonna get right back up. Probably gonna sleep for about 2 hours if on a good day, maybe 2.5, and then I can get back up and pull my stuff together and look like somebody and go to where I need to go on time. Mm-hmm. But listen, ladies, I done hung out with y'all, gentlemen too, ladies and gentlemen, but mostly my sisters. Okay. Um. Oh, I be relaxed on my days. I just don't sleep. But I'm gonna pop up out of here. I'm so sorry that I came in here to gossip. Oh, thank you for keeping me company. Nancy, I'm glad you came to visit. Come again, please. So, I'm sorry I popped in here with no lashes, no nothing. Y'all know I don't like makeup, but I put on some lashes. I didn't even do that today. After I laughed and laughed till I cried and messed them up laughing at that fat Legion man, I just took them off. hmm I just took them off. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to my stories and get a couple things done. And sometime in the next couple of hours, I'm gonna get a little sleep. I can see it coming. It can happen. Okay. Oh my days, it's been so cool of you to have you here on the porch kicking it with us. I love you to death. Love peace. So listen, I'm about to go, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your morning. Those of you on your way to work, please pray before you get in your car and drive. Those of you on your way to school, same thing. Say your prayers first. If you just chilling today, get up, do some stretches, jog in place a little bit, get your blood going. Take care of you first, because if not, you can't take care of other people. Okay? So you know what I'm about to ask y'all, because it's about that time. If you did not hit the like button on the way in, please make sure you hit it on the way out. Subscribe if you have not subscribed, because you know we're happy to have you here. Hit your notification bell and click all so you will know every single time we go live on this good. Also, if you want to join the channel membership, not today, we threw some what was it, like 5 gift memberships out there. But if you want to join membership and you weren't fortunate enough to get your free gift membership to get you going, hit the join button beneath the video or the membership link in the description box. Also in the description box, we have the link for our merchandise store so you can get your crown gear. We got the link for our Amazon storefront so we can shop together, and my Amazon wish list in case you want to send a girl a snack, okay? So listen, I appreciate you guys. I love you to pieces. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be positive and productive. And if no one else says it to you, God loves you. I love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'll talk to y'all again soon. If there's more gospel, I'll be back later. Okay? Bye.